want help practicing what I'm about to tell you and demonstrating it in a funny way, because social life in Southwold is quite poor, and so I don't have the people around to practice this with. I almost never do. And so I'm asking for help to practice the game Oh Really State, where you can either do it in Dream State Power Poses, or you can do it in Virginia Satir's Blamer versus Vulnerable Person, which she calls Placater position. Now, there are some really good subtle things about this, which I've tried out before for them to work very effectively, and forgive them. I'm going to change the lighting pretty quickly, which should do far better now. Look, I want to figure out something really cool. I want to figure out the thing that's really cool in my head, and because the principle that I've already tried out in my head works on people who aren't as good as me, who I'm, it works fully well when I'm better than you, although it doesn't work so well when you're better than me. Which is called the whooshy finger hold. Yeah, I got that from Kung Fu Panda, and yeah, I put it into real life. I put the whooshy finger hold from Kung Fu Panda into real life. It was quite a simple thing to do, although now that I've got a bit more knowledge about how things work, and the basic element exchange cycle, from word to fire with blah 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 blah, like, I just don't believe that I have the resources right now to try this out in real life, and so I want help in doing this, getting practice with it, becoming skilled in it, and figuring it out. And you see, in Blamer, the emotions of Blamer are all conducted through the bone, and so while I'm not going to go through the game of it, what I am going to do is just demonstrate how the direction that you look in these exaggerated poses really affects the result that you get. And I'm going to go for needy and vulnerable at first, and directly afterwards I think I'm going to balance it out with Dream State Power Poses. Although, so the needy pose is this. I'm going to turn on the feeling of vulnerability for no reason, and just keep on saying that mayonnaise is an instrument, because mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Just take it that way. Just take it that way. Just take it that way. Okay, just take it that way. And I'm going to look in the generalized directions. Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Oh my god, mayonnaise. Oh my god, mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Please, 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 mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise, please forgive me, but please, mayonnaise, please forgive me for saying that mayonnaise is an instrument. Please forgive me for saying mayonnaise is an instrument. Please forgive me for saying that mayonnaise is an instrument. Please, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Please forgive me. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay. Please, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is so not an instrument. Mayonnaise is so not an instrument. Mayonnaise is just so not an instrument. Mayonnaise is just not an instrument. Mayonnaise is just not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not an no mayonnaise is no mayonnaise is not an instrument, okay? Mayonnaise is not an instrument, okay? Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay, mayonnaise is really not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not an instrument, okay? But mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is just mayonnaise is not an instrument, I swear. Mayonnaise is not an instrument, I swear. Mayonnaise is not an instrument, I swear. You better tell me that mayonnaise is not an instrument. 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 You better believe that mayonnaise is. You better believe that mayonnaise is not an instrument. You better believe that mayonnaise is not an instrument. You better believe that mayonnaise is not an instrument. You better believe that. You better believe that mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. I swear to you, mayonnaise is. I swear to you, mayonnaise is not an instrument. I swear to you. I swear to God to you that mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Go and then tell your mother that go and tell your mother that mayonnaise is an instrument. Just go and tell your mother that mayonnaise is an instrument, okay? Tell your mother that mayonnaise is a fucking instrument. Go and tell your mother that mayonnaise is a flipping instrument. Go and tell your mother that mayonnaise is a flipping instrument. Go and tell your mother that mayonnaise is a flipping instrument. Right now, I go and tell her that mayonnaise is a flipping instrument, because I swear that mayonnaise is an instrument. I swear that mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Walk you through what I just did. I said mayonnaise was an instrument so much invulnerable that I initially just had to get the state back into a different version, blamer, to change how my system gives the reactions out of it. And then I went into looking to the left to change to change what is spewing out my mouth from vulnerable. So I went from looking up, saying mayonnaise is an instrument, to looking left, and it completely changed the reaction. So if I look directly upwards in saying that, complete breakdown. Although if I look to the left saying it, then it gives a completely different energy to it. The energy of the emotion completely changes to the stance. And the more I said it, the more Paul Ekman's emotional refractory period came into it. And just because I was looking to the extreme left saying it, my system propelled me to get up and assert myself to the thing that I was just imagining in my head, and then walk out the other way. And a bit more advanced, just because I'm aiming to just stay in this one spot, the automatic reactions that I'm getting from this exercise are showing a bit of psychogeometry behind it, which I'm not going to explain, although you also get psychogeometry if you turn your back to an audio and look in the extremes of the eye directions. And to take it a bit further, while I don't believe that I have a picture of the elements here, what I want, what I also believe this is going to reveal is that with the energies of the emotions that these eye directions, eye axis and cues change, they're also going to, so while they also change the emotional energy that's flowing through the organs, it's also going to change what type of element your system chooses to generate to respond to the situation with. And in this situation, right now, I'm assuming that blamer is mostly controlled by the earth element, and blamer controls a person who's crying and watery and needy. And so once the vulnerable person gains enough wood energy in her system to rise up and stand up like I just did, to blamer, to assert herself towards blamer, she can then either generate enough fire energy to lovingly resolve the situation with blamer, or just storm off the other way, because wood controls metal, although wood supports fire, and then fire supports earth. No, what? Wood supports earth. No. Wood controls earth. Wood controls earth, and then wood controls earth. Wood can control earth aggressively, and then wood can support fire, which can support earth. So two different resolutions there, which may just be controllable with eye access and cues, like just eye directions. Though we're not considering the sense systems here, we're considering what element each of these stress stances generate. So if I look to my left, invulnerable while saying whatever it is, then I could generate enough solidity in myself, enough wood in myself, enough solidity in myself to stand up in an intense situation, like just to force myself to look to the left while saying whatever it is, so that I can assert myself towards whoever it is, and have wood control earth. However, so that would mean that once I look to the left to generate enough wood to stand up and assert myself towards the person, and if that then does, if my state is solid enough, these words matter here. If my state is solid enough to actually change the situation and in clash with the earthly blamer, once you realise there's two terms contradict each other anyway. We're not assuming my stuff is wrong here. We're just throwing out ideas, right? So once the asserting vulnerable person clashes with blamer to have a fight over whose state is the strongest, then the question would be what eye direction would I have to look in order to turn the energy of my system towards fire, so that I can actually turn things into more of a loving situation and a compassionate situation. And because I don't have a person with me to test it out with, I'm just going to have to go with the alternative of, now I'm going to look to my right, saying the exact same thing, with a sonic pillow directly at my right knee, directly under my right knee. Oh boy, that like needs shaking. Oh. Right. Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 No, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Get the hell out of here. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Mayonnaise is. Can you not flip up everything you do because mayonnaise is an instrument? Can you just not flip up everything that you do because mayonnaise is just not an instrument, okay? Mayonnaise is just not an instrument. Mayonnaise is not an instrument, okay? Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Yeah, mayonnaise is an instrument. Yeah. I had to change that state of health. And now I'm going to look down. Now I'm going to look down. Now I'm going to look down. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Oh. Mayonnaise isn't. Mayonnaise isn't. Oh. Mayonnaise. 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 Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. So what just happened again? Looked down, couldn't say anything because it just went down a hill into that downwards vulnerable needy spiral. And then just had to change my state back into a positive one to break that negative spiral. So if you're ever in an argument again, if you've done that exercise, just if you have enough control of yourself, just whack your eyes to the left or the right to get more assertiveness, and then see what you can do to either look in the right direction to maintain a solid state or not. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing for blamer, although I might just need to switch where this camera is because it's not currently high enough. I'm going to intend just to imagine that the needy person is right down here. And I'm gonna look to my left. Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Do you agree with that? Mayonnaise is an instrument. Do you agree with that? Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Okay. But now listen here. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Listen here when I tell you that mayonnaise is an instrument. Listen when I tell you that mayonnaise is an instrument. Otherwise, mayonnaise is an instrument. You better listen, because mayonnaise is an instrument. You better tell me right now when mayonnaise is going to be an instrument. You better tell me right now when mayonnaise is going to be an instrument. Okay. You better tell me right now when mayonnaise is an instrument, because otherwise there's just going to be serious consequences. Better tell me when mayonnaise is going to be an instrument, otherwise I'm going to scream at you all day. You better tell me, because otherwise we're going straight back home. Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Mayonnaise is an instrument right now. Mayonnaise is an instrument right now. Mayonnaise is an instrument right now. You better give me mayonnaise as an instrument right now. You better give me mayonnaise as an instrument right now. Mayonnaise is 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 an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument. Mayonnaise is an instrument after all. Mayonnaise is an instrument after all. Mayonnaise is an instrument after all. I had to change my state to prevent myself from just screaming for no reason. You have to look down. Because that last one was me looking up. 25 minutes. That last one was me looking up. Mayonnaise is an instrument. 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 Mayonnaise. I can't even do that. I can't even do that without just swearing profusely in another language. I can't even do that without swearing profusely in another language. Your reactions are going to be different because you are probably using a different personality to me. You're a different person to me. Experiment with that for yourself. Although the principles of how the energy of each of those stress dances is going to be basically the same, and so I just want to extrapolate here and there and create a game out of it. Can you help me to do that? If not, flip you. If so, please become a Buddha.